What is one of the biggest things that just doesn't work on YouTube anymore?
So, okay, where would I even start? The biggest one that I feel like doesn't work on YouTube anymore is, do you remember when everyone used to have really long trailers to their videos? It'd be about a minute long, heavy on the graphics, no value would be delivered, but that would be the first minute of your video. And the way our audience's minds work in terms of our attention spans, they're just getting shorter and shorter, mostly because of the rise of short form content, right? And I do feel like we're seeing the effects of that trickle through to even our longer videos on YouTube now, where yes, we can still retain someone's attention for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, amazing, but we do need to pay attention to how quickly we actually grab their attention, you know? I think previously we had the luxury of maybe taking a few minutes to warm up. We don't have that anymore. So those long welcome sequences, those intros that add no value, yeah, they've got to be gone by now, yeah.
Is there anything you think about, like phrases you like to say, or when you're planning out social media content, specifically YouTube, but you're big on Instagram as well, that you do to hook attention?
Yeah. So I always like to dive really deep into my audience. So I have a really good idea of who they are and what their pain points are. But when I'm prepping for a video and when I'm trying to figure out what the hook's going to be, I really want to spend some time figuring out a way for me to clearly articulate that this video is going to help them with whatever pain point they're currently going through. The quickest I can do that, the better. And I think we're getting to a point now where even a few years ago, I could hook someone in within the first 30 seconds and that would be fine. But now we're getting to the point where you even have to think about the format of the hook. So even if you're spending a whole sentence warming up to the hook, it's still too long. You've got to really figure it out that way. So the hook is probably the one part of my video that I script. I like to work off of prompts and let myself freely talk. And if I need to edit afterwards, then I will. But when it comes to the hook, I need to write that down. I need to cut out the fluff and I need to get it to a really good point because it's one of the most important parts of your videos.
So you recently released a video and it was about some of the mistakes and things that are not working. And you mentioned focusing on watch time. And so people think, okay, on YouTube, it's click-through rate, it's average view duration, that's what it is. But breakdowns, that's kind of an anti-tip in a way of maybe what common thought around YouTube would be. So unpack what your thinking is there.
Yeah, for sure. So just through the years of working with other creators, specifically creators who are trying to get monetized. So it's a common pain point that a lot of creators have. They're like, look, I've got the subscribers, but I don't have the watch hours yet. And I just noticed there was a mistake that a lot of creators were making in the sense that they were focused on getting those watch hours out, but the way that they were doing it was by focusing on trying to get 100% retention. So they were like, okay, what I need to do is I need to film a video, upload it, and I need 100% of those people to watch a good chunk of it. And sometimes I would look at their data in the YouTube studio and I would say, do you know what? It's great what you're doing and it's helping the quality of your content completely. But if you continue to upload 5-minute videos and you are getting 80% retention, that's great for your channel. If we're trying to get watch hours up, then we need to bring some of that effort into your longer videos too. Because yeah, you could get 50% watch time on a 5-minute video and then there you've just gained 2.5 minutes. Amazing. But what if you got 50% watch time on a 20-minute video? Because then you've got 10 minutes of watch time. And if you multiply that by the amount of people who are now seeing your content because YouTube are seeing the fact that not only are people watching a good chunk of your video, but they're actually on your channel for a while. Like there's 10 minutes they're going to be on your channel for. And at the end of the day, YouTube is like every other social media platform in the sense that they will reward the creators who are keeping people on their platform for as long as possible. So I feel like the slight switch in approach can actually massively help people reach their watch hours quicker, but also benefit the quality of their channel as well.
The biggest virtual event for content creators is happening May 23rd through the 25th with Gary Vaynerchuk, Dave Ramsey, Patrick Bet-David, Ali Abdaal, Cody Sanchez, Shalene Johnson, Pat Flynn, and so much more. Just click the link around this video to get the most affordable ticket price in history for Grow with Video Summit. This is your chance to get access to top video experts, to network in our exclusive app and connect with creators and entrepreneurs around the world that are using video, and to leave this 3-day virtual event with a step-by-step plan for how to grow your personal brand, your business, and ultimately monetize your content in new and multiple ways. All happening at Grow with Video Summit. So click the link around this video to learn more and get your ticket before prices go up.
So it's an age-old question when people say, what is the ideal length of a YouTube video?
Yes.
So are you leaning towards longer form? What minutes are you targeting and why?
Such a good question. There's never a direct answer, and I always wish I had one. I always wish I could be like, oh, actually, it's 10 minutes, and there's just no direct answer. I would say in my early days, when I was really, really focused on trying to get those watch hours up, I was purposely creating videos which were longer. So my average was between 10 to 20 minutes, and I was purposely creating videos that are a bit longer so that I could really help with that watch time. Now my average is more between 10 to 15 minutes. It's not a primary objective of mine, but it is still something that I'm working on. In terms of everyone else, when someone else asks me, I always just say you should never be stretching out a video beyond its means. You don't want to be filling space, because the point, what we were speaking about before in terms of hooking your audience, that doesn't end at the start. Like, you've got to keep the pace up throughout the video, otherwise they're going to drop off. So if you find yourself in a position where you're like, okay, let's drag this out for another 5 minutes, I wonder if I can waffle for a little bit longer, then you already know that you're not going to win that game. So it's about trying to find topics or, planning a video that can be a substantial length while still retaining a good pace. That's the real sweet spot. And it's not the easiest thing to do.
So right now, saying that you're kind of 10 to 15, that's a sweet spot for you.
Yeah.
And are you also uploading YouTube Shorts?
I am uploading YouTube Shorts, yes.
How often? What are your results?
So at the moment, because I've just refreshed my strategy slightly, I do want to focus on uploading between 2 to 4 per week. I very much focus on repurposing. So my YouTube content is like my hero content. Everything trickles down from that, because all my videos take so much research and so much planning. So it's like that should really be the core source of content, and everything else will come from it. So my strategy at the moment is to actually plan ahead when I'm prepping my YouTube video, to give some thought as to what this would look like as a short, which I think is a mistake that some people make when they're repurposing. I think they kind of focus on the long form, don't think too much about what that would look like once it's cut down. And then later on, they're like, oh, how do I make this into a 60-second? And then you end up with something that's a bit fluffy and it doesn't quite work. Really, in order for that kind of repurposing to truly work, the short form needs to be able to stand by itself. So it shouldn't be a piece of content where you're like, well, if they watch the long form after, then they'll get it. They need to get it in the short form. So for me, I will think about that when I'm prepping, and essentially I will write down like hooks for all the short forms and for all the sections, and then I film my whole video, and then at the end I just like give a quick verbal brief to my video editor, and I'll be like, I'm about to just say a bunch of hooks, and then I read all the hooks, and then he edits it all together. So therefore it's got the hook, it's got the value, and it stands alone by itself.
And you say those hooks on camera.
I say
so
them
you
on
record
camera.
them separately after.
Yeah.
But it's all part of your research process to get that dialed in.
If you enjoyed this podcast and are ready for some deep dive YouTube strategy, just go to thinkmasterclass.com to get access to my 1-hour on-demand YouTube strategy class. You'll be looking over my shoulder as I share my best tips, and you can watch it on demand right now at thinkmasterclass.com.